I'm so glad you found your way here. Your brain is preparing for healing right now, clearing toxins, filing memories, repairing damage while you simply exist in this quiet moment. You'll discover why darkness isn't something to fear, but something your body craves. And understand why the deepest rest of your life happens when you finally embrace the night. Welcome to Sleepy Science Night. Now settle in. You're in your safe space, while millions of years of evolution whisper to your cells that darkness means safety. That night means restoration. That the absence of light signals your body to begin its most important work. Allow yourself this exploration. We'll journey through 100 psychology facts about darkness and sleep. From the moment your eyes detect fading light and send ancient signals through your brain, to the cascade of healing chemistry released only in darkness, to the truth that night is when you become yourself again. This thoughtful journey through consciousness builds bridges between searching minds. A soft like or sharing your thoughts creates a pathway for more seekers to discover this sanctuary of calm, one sleepy soul at a time. Your healing journey inspires ours. Let yourself settle completely here. Feel your jaw unclench, your breath deepen naturally. You can let these thoughts drift past without holding them. Sense that soothing heaviness enveloping you, like your consciousness slowly dimming its brightness. Thoughts dissolving into the peaceful fog of approaching sleep, safe and undisturbed. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. You're floating where memories rest safely in gentle darkness. Let your mind merge with infinite peace. And now we begin. Your eyes contain specialized cells that do nothing but detect darkness. These intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells, discovered only in the early 2000s, don't contribute to vision at all. Instead, they measure the presence or absence of light and send signals directly to your brain's master clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus. When darkness arrives, these cells trigger a cascade of biological changes throughout your entire body. They're telling your brain that night has come, that it's safe to rest, that the time for healing has begun. This isn't learned behavior or cultural conditioning. It's written into your DNA from millions of years of evolution. Even people who are completely blind often maintain normal sleep-wake cycles because these darkness-detecting cells still function. Your body knows darkness. It's been waiting for darkness since before you were born. Darkness triggers the release of melatonin, often called the sleep hormone, but it's far more than that. Melatonin is one of the most powerful antioxidants your body produces, protecting your cells from damage, reducing inflammation, and supporting your immune system. Production begins when your darkness-detecting cells signal that light levels are falling. Your pineal gland, a tiny pine cone-shaped structure deep in your brain, starts secreting melatonin into your bloodstream. Levels rise gradually over 2 to 3 hours, peaking around 2 to 4 in the morning. This isn't just about making you sleepy. Melatonin coordinates dozens of repair processes throughout your body, regulating temperature, blood pressure, and glucose levels while supporting the clearing of toxic proteins from your brain. Ancient organisms produced melatonin billions of years ago, long before sleep as we know it existed. Even a small amount of light can suppress melatonin production by up to 50%. Exposure to just 10 lux, roughly equivalent to a dim nightlight or smartphone glow, significantly reduces melatonin levels in most people. Your body interprets this as a signal that it's not yet time for deep rest. The timing matters too. Early evening light delays your circadian rhythm, making you alert when you should wind down. Middle of the night, light can reset your internal clock entirely. This sensitivity isn't a design flaw. For millions of years, the only light after sunset came from fires, stars, and the moon. Electric lighting, introduced barely 150 years ago, is brand new to your ancient biology. Blue light, which makes up a significant portion of daylight, is particularly potent at suppressing melatonin. The peak sensitivity of your darkness-detecting cells is around 480 nanometers, the wavelength of blue light, during the day. This helps you stay alert. But blue light from LED screens, smartphones, tablets, and energy-efficient bulbs tricks your brain into thinking the sun is still up. Recent studies found that 2 hours of evening screen time can delay melatonin onset by nearly 90 minutes. Your body wants to rest, but your eyes are telling your brain it's still daytime. This creates a conflict. You feel tired but wired, exhausted but unable to sleep. Reducing blue light exposure in the 2 to 3 hours before bed allows your natural melatonin rhythm to emerge. Children are even more sensitive to light than adults. Research shows that the same amount of light that mildly affects adult melatonin can reduce children's melatonin by up to 88%. Their eyes let in more light, and their circadian systems are still developing. This helps explain why children often resist bedtime in brightly lit homes, why they wake early with dawn light, why sleep struggles are so common in modern families. Our ancestors' children went to sleep when the sun set because their bodies had no choice. Darkness meant safety. Light meant danger. Today's children are bathed in artificial light until the moment they're expected to sleep, their biology fighting against every glowing screen and overhead bulb. Total darkness produces deeper sleep than even slight darkness. Research using sleep tracking shows that people sleeping in completely dark rooms spend more time in deep sleep and REM sleep compared to those with even minimal light exposure. The difference can be 20 to 30 minutes more restorative sleep per night. Your brain monitors light levels throughout the night through your closed eyelids. Even if you're not consciously aware of a nightlight or street lamp, your brain registers it. This persistent light signal prevents you from fully entering the deepest stages of sleep, where the most vital restoration occurs. Complete darkness tells your brain that it's safe to fully let go, to drop into the profound rest your body needs. Your core body temperature drops in darkness as part of your sleep preparation. When light fades and melatonin rises, your body begins radiating heat away from your core toward your extremities. Your hands and feet warm up while your internal temperature falls by 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature drop is necessary for initiating sleep. It signals to every cell that rest time has arrived. In bright light, this temperature drop is delayed or reduced. Your body stays in daytime mode, maintaining a slightly higher core temperature that keeps you alert. Ancient humans experienced this naturally as evening temperatures fell with the setting sun. Today, we live in climate-controlled environments with constant light, disrupting both the temperature and light cues your body needs. Darkness activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system that counteracts stress. When light levels fall, your body shifts from sympathetic activation, which prepares you for action, to parasympathetic dominance, which supports healing and restoration. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, your blood pressure drops, your digestion improves. This isn't relaxation you create through willpower. It's a biological shift triggered by environmental darkness. Stress hormones like cortisol decrease. Repair hormones like growth hormone increase. Your immune system becomes more active. These changes don't happen because you decide to relax. They happen because darkness sends ancient signals through your nervous system that danger has passed, that predators are less active, that it's time to lower your guard. Human children are evolutionarily programmed to fear darkness, and this fear served a vital survival function. In ancestral environments, darkness meant increased vulnerability to predators, to getting lost, to separation from the protective group. Children who stayed close to adults and firelight at night survived. Those who wandered into darkness often didn't. This fear isn't irrational, it's adaptive. But it creates a paradox in modern life. Children need darkness to sleep well, yet they fear it. The solution isn't forcing children into dark rooms alone. It's gradually building positive associations with darkness while respecting the legitimate evolutionary basis of their fear. Dim red nightlights that don't suppress melatonin, staying with children as they fall asleep, creating bedtime rituals that make darkness feel safe. These honor both the need for darkness and the ancient fear. Adults often carry unresolved childhood fears of darkness into their sleep habits, even if you don't consciously feel afraid. A preference for nightlights, television, sleep, or partially open blinds might reflect an old comfort-seeking pattern from childhood. There's no shame in this, but it's worth examining whether these habits serve your current needs or simply maintain old patterns. As an adult, you have more control over your environment and more understanding of what darkness truly is. Not a threat, but a biological necessity. Creating complete darkness might initially feel uncomfortable. That's normal. Your nervous system is adjusting to unfamiliar sensations, but over time, many people find that total darkness becomes deeply restful, even comforting. It's not about conquering fear through force. It's about gently retraining your nervous system to recognize darkness as safe. Sleeping in complete darkness reduces your risk of depression. Studies found that people exposed to even low levels of light during sleep showed significantly higher rates of depressive symptoms compared to those sleeping in total darkness. Light at night disrupts not just melatonin but also the production and regulation of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, which influence mood. Your brain's emotional processing centers are particularly active during REM sleep, which is suppressed by nighttime light exposure. When you don't get enough REM sleep, emotional resilience suffers. Small stresses feel overwhelming. Negative thoughts become harder to manage. The relationship between light, sleep, and mood is so strong that researchers now consider nighttime light exposure a modifiable risk factor for mood disorders. Your liver, pancreas, and digestive system operate on circadian rhythms synchronized by darkness and light. When darkness falls and melatonin rises, your digestive system slows down. Insulin sensitivity changes. Your body shifts from processing food to cellular repair. Eating late at night, especially in bright light, forces your digestive organs to work when they should be resting. This creates metabolic confusion. Over time, it's linked to increased risk of obesity, diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. People who sleep in dark rooms and avoid late-night eating have better metabolic health markers than those who don't. Even with the same total calorie intake and exercise levels, darkness isn't just for your brain. It's a signal to your entire body about what mode to be in. Ancient humans experienced about 14 hours of darkness in winter and 10 hours in summer. Their circadian rhythms naturally expanded and contracted with the seasons. They spent more time sleeping, resting, and staying warm in winter darkness. They were more active during the extended daylight of summer. Modern electric lighting has collapsed this natural variation. We experience roughly the same light exposure year-round, regardless of season. Some researchers believe this contributes to seasonal affective disorder, winter weight gain, and the general sense of being out of sync with nature. While we can't return to pre-industrial patterns, we can honor the principle. Allowing more darkness in winter, dimming lights earlier, using warm-toned bulbs, limiting screens, helps your body recognize the season. Darkness isn't one size fits all. It's a living rhythm that should flex with the turning of the earth. Your eyes continue detecting light, even when they're closed. Eyelids block some light, but not all. Bright light in your bedroom, from street lamps, alarm clocks, electronics, still reaches your retinas and affects your darkness, detecting cells. This is why an eye mask can significantly improve sleep quality even in a room you think is dark enough. The mask creates true darkness, the complete absence of light that your brain interprets as deep night. Studies show that people using eye masks experience more deep sleep, better memory consolidation, and improved next-day alertness. It's not a placebo effect. It's physics. Less light reaches your eyes. Your brain receives clearer darkness signals, and your sleep deepens. If you've never tried sleeping with an eye mask, you might be surprised by how much darker darkness can actually be. Urban light pollution affects approximately 80% of the world's population. The night sky that was once filled with thousands of visible stars now shows only a few dozen in most cities. But this isn't just about losing the view. Light pollution disrupts sleep on a massive scale. Streetlights shine into bedrooms. Neighboring buildings glow through the night. The ambient light level in urban areas can be hundreds of times brighter than natural nighttime darkness. This constant light exposure is linked to increased rates of insomnia, mood disorders, and even certain cancers. Your body evolved for true darkness, the deep blackness of nights, far from artificial light. While you can't eliminate urban light pollution, you can create a dark sanctuary in your bedroom. Heavy curtains, blackout shades, and eliminating indoor light sources help restore the darkness your biology needs. Shift workers who sleep during the day face unique darkness challenges. Daylight constantly signals to their brains that it's time to be awake, fighting against their need for rest, even with curtains closed. Daylight is brighter and contains more blue wavelengths than artificial nighttime light. This creates chronic circadian disruption. Research shows that shift workers have higher rates of sleep disorders, cardiovascular disease, metabolic problems, and certain cancers, likely related to never experiencing true biological night. For shift workers, creating artificial darkness becomes even more necessary. Complete blackout of all windows, using sleep masks, establishing consistent darkness cues even during the day. These aren't luxuries, but necessities. The challenge is real, and there's no perfect solution. But maximizing darkness during designated sleep times helps align at least some of the body's systems with the rest it desperately needs. Darkness allows your brain to clear waste products through the lymphatic system. During deep sleep, the spaces between your brain cells expand by up to 60%. Cerebrospinal fluid flows through these channels, washing away toxic proteins like beta amyloid, which is associated with Alzheimer's disease. This cleaning process is most active during the deepest stages of sleep, which only occur in proper darkness. Light exposure reduces deep sleep, which reduces lymphatic clearance, allowing waste products to accumulate over decades. This might contribute to cognitive decline. Darkness isn't passive. It's when your brain performs its fundamental maintenance, flushing out the metabolic debris of thinking, moving, and existing. Every night of proper darkness supports your long-term brain health. Every night of disrupted darkness is a missed opportunity for this natural cleaning. Melatonin has properties that extend far beyond sleep. It's a powerful antioxidant that protects your DNA from damage. It supports immune function, helping your body fight infections and potentially even cancer cells. It reduces inflammation throughout your body. It supports mitochondrial health, helping your cells produce energy more efficiently. All of these benefits are maximized during nighttime darkness when melatonin levels are highest. When you sleep in light, suppressing melatonin, you lose more than just sleep quality. You lose all these protective benefits. Some people take melatonin supplements, but research suggests that naturally produced melatonin, released in response to darkness, is far more effective than pills. Your body knows exactly how much to make and when to release it. The trigger is simple: darkness. Complete, consistent darkness. Darkness synchronizes the trillions of cellular clocks throughout your body. Nearly every cell contains clock genes that regulate its activity on a roughly 24-hour cycle. The master clock in your brain, set by light and darkness, coordinates all these cellular clocks. When you're exposed to light at irregular times, these cellular clocks fall out of sync with each other. Your liver might think it's noon, while your brain thinks it's midnight. This internal desynchronization is exhausting at a cellular level. You feel the effects as fatigue, brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and increased susceptibility to illness. Consistent darkness at night helps keep all your cellular clocks synchronized with the master clock. It's not poetic language to say that darkness brings harmony to your body. It's literally true at the molecular level. The transition from light to darkness should be gradual, not sudden. Your circadian system responds best to slowly dimming light that mimics natural sunset. Going from bright artificial light directly to complete darkness can actually make falling asleep harder because the change is too abrupt. You can recreate this natural transition by dimming household lights progressively in the 2 to 3 hours before bed, switching to lamps instead of overhead lights, using amber or warm-toned bulbs. This gentle progression signals your body to begin the cascade of sleep preparation: rising melatonin, falling core temperature, parasympathetic activation. By the time you're ready for bed, your body is already halfway to sleep. Darkness works best when it arrives like dusk, not like a light switch. Sleeping next to a partner who uses electronic devices can disrupt your sleep even if you're not looking at the screens. The light from their phone or tablet illuminates your shared space, and even indirect light exposure affects your melatonin production and sleep depth. This creates an invisible tension in many relationships. One partner's habits affecting the other's sleep quality. Open communication about darkness needs isn't about control. It's about mutual health. Some couples establish device-free bedroom policies. Others use reading lights that direct light away from the sleeping partner. Some find that separate sleeping spaces, while culturally stigmatized, improve both partners' sleep quality. There's no single right answer, but recognizing that your partner's light exposure affects your darkness, and vice versa, is the first step toward finding solutions that honor both people's needs. Babies and young children who sleep in complete darkness tend to sleep longer and wake less frequently. While newborns don't have fully developed circadian rhythms for the first few months, light still affects their sleep quality. By 3 to 4 months, babies develop clear melatonin patterns and become more sensitive to light exposure. Creating a dark sleep environment from early infancy helps establish healthy sleep patterns. Many parents use nightlights out of concern for middle-of-the-night checks, but red or amber nightlights provide just enough visibility without suppressing melatonin. Some parents keep the room completely dark and use a small flashlight with a red filter when needed, teaching children from an early age that darkness means sleep, that darkness is safe and restful, that darkness is when we heal. This creates positive associations that last a lifetime. Darkness affects hormone production beyond melatonin. Growth hormone, which supports tissue repair, muscle development, and immune function, is primarily released during deep sleep in darkness. Cortisol, your stress hormone, naturally drops to its lowest levels during nighttime darkness, allowing your body to fully relax. Testosterone production in both men and women peaks during early morning darkness, just before natural wake time. Prolactin levels rise in darkness, supporting immune function. All of these hormonal rhythms depend on consistent, complete darkness during sleep hours. Light exposure at night doesn't just affect one hormone. It creates a cascade of hormonal disruptions that ripple through every system in your body. Darkness is the foundation of healthy endocrine function. Without it, your hormonal symphony becomes discordant noise. Your emotional regulation is directly linked to darkness exposure. Research shows that people who sleep in darker rooms handle stress better, recover from negative experiences faster, and report higher emotional stability. This happens because REM sleep, when emotional memories are processed and integrated, is particularly sensitive to light disruption. During REM, your brain essentially reviews the emotional events of the day and decides which feelings to keep, which to diminish, and how to contextualize experiences. Light exposure reduces REM sleep, leaving emotional experiences unprocessed. You wake carrying the emotional weight of yesterday into today. Over time, this accumulates. Darkness gives your emotional brain the space it needs to sort, process, and heal. It's not just physical rest, it's emotional hygiene. Halfway through this journey, one pattern becomes clear. Darkness isn't the absence of something. It's the presence of exactly what your body needs. For millions of years, darkness signaled safety, triggered repair, allowed true rest. Every biological system in your body is designed to work with this rhythm. The modern world of constant light hasn't changed your biology. It's only masked it. Beneath the artificial brightness, your cells still wait for darkness. Your brain still monitors for the signal that night has come. Your hormones still respond to light and dark. You are not broken if you can't sleep well in light. You are human, and humans, for all our technology and civilization, still need the ancient gift of darkness to become whole again. Let's pause here and notice your body. As you breathe out slowly, appreciate each tiny cell inside. Trillions of organisms working in silence, heart beating, lungs breathing, brain thinking, all without your command. Notice the gentle sensations on your skin, in your muscles, along your spine. You are a complete ecosystem, diverse, self-balancing. Right now, even in this moment, your body is preparing for darkness, waiting for the signal that it's finally time to let go. Feel yourself here, alive, safe, ready. Now we continue. During darkness, your immune system becomes more active. White blood cells increase their activity, patrolling your body for infections, damaged cells, and potential threats. Cytokines, proteins that coordinate immune responses, are produced more efficiently during nighttime darkness. Studies show that people sleeping in complete darkness have stronger immune responses to vaccines and faster recovery from illness. This isn't coincidental. For our ancestors, night was when they were most vulnerable, injured, stationary, unable to see threats. A robust nighttime immune system provided vital protection. Today, you face different threats, but the principle remains. Darkness is when your body marshals its defenses, when healing accelerates, when your immune army works at full strength. Consistent darkness supports this ancient protective system. Memory consolidation happens primarily during sleep in darkness. During the day, you accumulate experiences, facts, skills, and emotions in temporary storage. At night, particularly during deep sleep and REM sleep, your brain reviews these memories and decides which to keep in long-term storage. This process requires energy and focus from your sleeping brain. Light exposure disrupts it. People who sleep in lighter rooms show poorer memory consolidation and faster forgetting of newly learned information. Students studying for exams, musicians learning new pieces, athletes developing skills, all benefit enormously from complete darkness during sleep. Your brain isn't resting during dark sleep. It's actively learning, organizing, and integrating the day's experiences into your long-term knowledge. Darkness is when learning becomes wisdom. Darkness allows your cardiovascular system to truly rest. During deep sleep, in complete darkness, your blood pressure drops by 10 to 20%, a phenomenon called nocturnal dipping. Your heart rate slows, blood vessels relax. This nightly rest period is vital for cardiovascular health. People who don't experience adequate nocturnal dipping, often due to sleep disruption from light exposure, have significantly higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and hypertension. Your heart beats about 100,000 times per day. It never truly stops. But in darkness, it gets to slow down, to work less hard, to recover from the day's demands. Protecting that nighttime darkness isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your heart the recovery time it needs to keep beating for decades to come. Your creative problem-solving abilities improve after a night of darkness-enhanced sleep. The sleeping brain makes connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, finding solutions that the waking mind missed. Many artists, scientists, and inventors report breakthroughs coming after sleep. This isn't random luck. It's how the brain works when allowed to wander freely in darkness. REM sleep in particular supports this creative integration, combining memories and concepts in novel ways. Light disrupted sleep reduces REM, which reduces creative insight. The phrase, "sleep on it," has real biological validity. Complex problems often feel more solvable after a night of dark sleep. Your unconscious mind has been working quietly, making connections, finding patterns. Darkness gives your creativity room to breathe. The deeper your sleep in darkness, the better your body regulates blood sugar. During deep sleep, your cells become more sensitive to insulin, helping them absorb glucose more efficiently. This nightly reset of insulin sensitivity is vital for metabolic health. Light exposure reduces deep sleep, which reduces this insulin sensitivity reset, which over time can contribute to insulin resistance and eventually diabetes. Research shows that even 1 week of sleeping with light exposure can measurably decrease insulin sensitivity in healthy young adults. The effect is reversible. Return to darkness, and sensitivity improves. Your metabolism isn't just affected by what you eat. It's profoundly affected by the quality of darkness during your sleep. Darkness supports the production of leptin, the hormone that signals fullness and helps regulate appetite. When you sleep in light, leptin production decreases, while ghrelin, the hunger hormone, increases. This combination makes you feel hungrier, especially for high-calorie foods. It's not willpower failure. It's hormonal dysregulation caused by inadequate darkness. People who sleep in dark rooms naturally tend to have healthier body weights and make better food choices compared to those sleeping in lighter environments. Even controlling for exercise and diet. The modern obesity epidemic has many causes, but chronic light exposure and resulting sleep disruption is increasingly recognized as a significant factor. Darkness helps your body naturally regulate appetite and energy balance in ways no diet can replicate. Your muscles repair and grow primarily during deep sleep in darkness. Growth hormone, released during darkness, enhanced deep sleep. stimulates protein synthesis and tissue repair. This is when microscopic damage from exercise is repaired and when muscles adapt to become stronger. Athletes who sleep in complete darkness recover faster, experience less soreness, and show greater strength gains than those sleeping in lighter conditions. This applies to everyone, not just athletes. Daily wear and tear on your body, walking, carrying things, maintaining posture, creates tiny amounts of muscle damage that must be repaired nightly. Darkness optimizes this repair process. Your body knows how to heal itself. It just needs the right conditions. Chief among them, darkness. Emotional resilience rebuilds during REM sleep in darkness. Difficult experiences from the day are reprocessed during REM periods. The emotional charge diminishes while the memory itself is preserved. This is how you can remember a stressful event without re-experiencing the full intensity of the original stress. Light exposure suppresses REM sleep, leaving emotions raw and unprocessed. You wake with yesterday's anxiety still clinging to you. Over time, this contributes to chronic anxiety, emotional reactivity, and difficulty moving past negative experiences. Darkness doesn't erase difficult emotions, but it gives your brain the space to integrate them, to place them in context, to strip away some of their power. Sleep in darkness is emotional therapy your brain provides for free. Your gut microbiome follows a circadian rhythm synchronized by light and darkness. The beneficial bacteria in your digestive system are more active at certain times of day and less active at others. This rhythm affects digestion, nutrient absorption, and even mood through the gut-brain axis. Disrupted light-dark cycles confuse your gut bacteria's timing. The result can be digestive issues, inflammation, and changes in mood-regulating neurotransmitter production. Recent research shows that people with irregular light exposure have less diverse gut microbiomes and higher levels of inflammatory markers. Consistent darkness helps maintain the rhythmic balance of your internal ecosystem. Even your bacteria need to know when it's night. Darkness tells them. The detoxification systems in your liver work most efficiently during nighttime darkness. Your liver processes and neutralizes toxins from food, medications, environmental chemicals, and your own metabolism. This demanding work happens primarily at night, coordinated by circadian clock genes in liver cells. Light exposure at night disrupts these clock genes, reducing liver detoxification efficiency. Over time, this can lead to accumulation of toxins, increased oxidative stress, and liver damage. People working night shifts or experiencing chronic light exposure show signs of impaired liver function even without alcohol consumption or other liver stressors. Darkness isn't optional for liver health. It's when your liver does its most vital work, quietly protecting you from the chemical burden of modern life. Children's brains develop more optimally when they sleep in complete darkness. Neural connections are pruned and strengthened during sleep, a process necessary for learning and development. Growth hormone released during dark sleep supports brain growth. Myelin, the protective coating around neurons that allows fast signal transmission, is produced more efficiently during darkness, enhanced deep sleep. Children who sleep in darker environments show better cognitive performance, emotional regulation, and behavioral control. This isn't about pushing children to achieve. It's about giving developing brains the environmental support they need. Darkness for children isn't a luxury. It's a developmental necessity, as vital as nutrition and love for healthy brain growth. Darkness reduces inflammation throughout your body. Chronic inflammation underlies many diseases: heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, even depression. During sleep, in darkness, Anti-inflammatory processes dominate over inflammatory ones. Pro-inflammatory cytokines decrease. Anti-inflammatory signals increase. Your body shifts from defending and responding to healing and restoring. Light exposure at night maintains low-level inflammation because your body never fully exits daytime stress mode. Studies show measurably higher inflammation markers in people sleeping with light versus those sleeping in complete darkness. Over years and decades, this persistent low-level inflammation accelerates aging and disease development. Darkness is anti-inflammatory medicine your body produces naturally. If you give it the right conditions, your eyes themselves need darkness to repair. The retina, the light-sensitive tissue at the back of your eye, experiences oxidative stress from constant light exposure during the day. At night, in darkness, repair proteins are activated to fix this damage. Photoreceptor cells regenerate rhodopsin, the light-sensitive pigment that allows you to see without adequate nighttime darkness. These repair processes are incomplete. Over time, this can contribute to vision problems and eye diseases. This is separate from the effects of staring at screens. Even ambient light in your bedroom affects eye health. Complete darkness gives your eyes the restorative rest they need. By morning, they're ready to process light again. Sleep in darkness enhances your ability to regulate body temperature the following day. The nighttime drop in core temperature that occurs in darkness helps reset your thermoregulatory system. People who sleep in complete darkness tend to have better temperature regulation, more stable body temperature throughout the day, and more efficient metabolic heat production. This might seem minor, but temperature regulation affects comfort, energy levels, and metabolic efficiency. When your body has to work harder to maintain temperature, it diverts energy from other processes. Darkness allows your temperature regulation to reset and recalibrate, making you more physically comfortable and energetically efficient the next day. Small effects compound over time into significant quality of life differences. The spiritual and psychological experience of darkness throughout history reflects its biological importance. Nearly every culture developed rituals around darkness. Evening prayers, bedtime stories, the sacred quiet of night. These weren't arbitrary. They honored the biological transition from day activity to night restoration. Modern life disrupts these rituals with constant light and stimulation, right up to the moment of attempted sleep. We've lost the psychological transition space that darkness naturally provides. Reclaiming evening darkness isn't just biological. It's psychological, even spiritual. It's creating space between the demands of the day and the release of sleep. Darkness holds you gently, if you let it. Our ancestors knew this. Your body still does. You're still here with me. Thoughts still flickering like candlelight. Just notice. Don't judge. Just notice where your mind is. We're exploring consciousness itself, the very thing doing the exploring right now. Strange, beautiful, and perfectly calm. Let's drift onward together. Humans evolved to be diurnal, active during the day, resting at night. Our vision is optimized for daylight. We lack the night vision of nocturnal predators. This wasn't accidental. Our ancestors who stayed active at night faced significant risks, unable to see clearly, vulnerable to predators, prone to accidents. Those who honored darkness, who used it for rest and restoration, survived and reproduced. This created selection pressure for biological systems that work best with consistent light-dark cycles. Your need for darkness isn't a weakness. It's an evolutionary strength. It kept your ancestors alive long enough to create you. Respecting darkness is respecting the wisdom written into your DNA. The fear of darkness served a protective function for millions of years. Darkness concealed predators, dangerous terrain, and hostile humans. Healthy caution around darkness kept people safe. Children who stayed near adults and firelight at night survived. Those who wandered into darkness often didn't. This created the innate wariness of darkness many people experience. But here's what changed. The actual dangers of darkness are mostly gone. No predators hunt you. Your bedroom is safe. Yet the fear remains because evolution moves slowly. Understanding this allows you to acknowledge the fear. It's real. It's ancient. It's valid. While also recognizing that in your modern bedroom, darkness is safe. The threat your nervous system perceives isn't actually there. Fire gave ancient humans a way to extend safe time into darkness without completely eliminating it. Firelight is warm, amber, and low in blue wavelengths, almost perfectly designed not to suppress melatonin. Our biology adapted to firelight as a bridge between day and night. The problem with modern lighting isn't light itself. It's the type, brightness, and timing. LED bulbs mimicking midday sun at 9 o'clock at night confuse systems that evolved for dim firelight in the evening. You don't need to live by candlelight. But understanding that your biology expects dim, warm light after sunset helps explain why bright white light makes sleep difficult. Evolution prepared you for firelight evenings, not stadium lighting. Sleep consolidation into one nighttime period is actually a relatively recent human development. Evidence suggests that before artificial lighting, many people experienced biphasic sleep, sleeping for several hours, waking for an hour or two in the middle of the night, then sleeping again until dawn. This wakeful period often occurred in darkness and was used for quiet reflection, prayer, or intimate conversation. Industrial schedules and electric lights pushed humans towards single consolidated sleep periods. Some people naturally wake in the middle of the night, and rather than fighting it, they might benefit from accepting it as normal, staying in darkness, allowing quiet, wakeful rest. Darkness doesn't always mean unconsciousness. Sometimes it means peaceful, restful wakefulness. The pineal gland that produces melatonin was once called the third eye in ancient cultures. Modern science reveals this isn't entirely metaphor. The pineal gland develops from the same embryonic tissue as your eyes and contains photoreceptor-like cells. In some reptiles and amphibians, the pineal organ actually responds directly to light through the skull. While human pineals don't directly detect light, they respond profoundly to light-darkness signals from the eyes. Ancient intuitions about the pineal as a connection point between external light and internal consciousness weren't wrong. They just lacked the biological details. Your pineal gland is indeed where environmental darkness translates into internal biological response, where light becomes chemistry. Seasonal changes in daylight duration affected human reproduction, mood, and behavior for millennia. Longer summer days increased activity and social interaction. Shorter winter days promoted rest and conservation of energy. Your body still carries seasonal responsiveness, even if your lifestyle doesn't vary much by season. Some people experience this as seasonal affective disorder. Others just notice subtle shifts in energy and mood. Honoring these natural variations by allowing more darkness in winter, going to bed earlier, dimming lights more, reducing evening activity, works with your biology rather than against it. You're not lazy for wanting more rest in winter. You're mammalian. Darkness in winter is restorative. The modern epidemic of sleep disorders correlates closely with the spread of electric lighting. Before widespread electricity, insomnia was rarely reported. Most people slept when darkness fell and woke with dawn light. The introduction of affordable lighting in the early 20th century corresponded with the first widespread reports of sleep difficulties. This isn't coincidence. We disrupted a biological system that had worked reliably for millions of years. The solution isn't rejecting electricity. It's using it wisely, dimming lights in the evening, using warm-toned bulbs, creating dark sleeping spaces. These accommodate modern life while honoring biological needs. The problem isn't light. It's constant, inappropriate light. Traditional cultures often had elaborate bedtime rituals that honored the transition to darkness. Evening prayers, storytelling by dimming firelight, gradual quieting of activities. These weren't just social customs. They were biological wisdom encoded in culture. They helped nervous systems transition from daytime alertness to nighttime rest. Modern culture often lacks these rituals. We go from bright screens and activity to attempting instant sleep in darkness. The transition is too abrupt. Creating personal rituals, dimming lights gradually, reading by warm light, gentle stretching, calming music, recreates the biological wisdom traditional cultures knew intuitively. Darkness works best when you approach it gradually, with intention and respect. Your chronotype, whether you're naturally a morning person or evening person, is partially genetic, but also influenced by light exposure patterns. Consistent darkness at night and bright light in the morning can shift evening chronotypes earlier. Irregular light exposure reinforces late chronotypes. This matters because society generally favors morning chronotypes, creating what researchers call social jet lag for evening people who must wake earlier than their biology prefers. While you can't completely override genetics, optimizing darkness timing can help. If you're an evening person struggling with early schedules, complete darkness from your desired bedtime onward, combined with morning light exposure, can gradually shift your rhythm earlier. Halfway through our exploration, the answer to our title question emerges clearly. Darkness is key to deep sleep because every biological system involved in sleep evolved to respond to darkness. It's not that darkness causes sleep directly. Rather, darkness triggers the cascade of biological changes: melatonin release, temperature drop, parasympathetic activation, hormonal shifts that make deep sleep possible. You can sometimes sleep in light through sheer exhaustion, but it won't be deep, restorative, healing sleep. Light keeps you in vigilant mode at a cellular level. Darkness gives your body permission to fully let go. The key isn't darkness itself. It's what darkness unlocks within you. Let each breath guide you to realize time is yours, a separate stream that only you are living. While the vast universe continues to spin, expand, change, this second you're breathing, listening, is unique. Feel your body in this moment. Not the day you had, not the day coming. Just now, just this. Your heart beating in gentle rhythm, your chest rising and falling, darkness approaching, whether outside your window or only inside your mind. Cherish the present moment, knowing that right now, your time is uniquely yours in the universe. And we continue drifting. Smartphone use before bed is one of the most common causes of poor sleep in modern life. The combination of bright blue, rich light, and mentally engaging content creates a perfect storm of sleep disruption. The light suppresses melatonin. The content stimulates your mind. Social media, news, emails. They activate stress responses. Your brain interprets as threats requiring alertness. Even if you feel relaxed while scrolling, your nervous system is activated. The solution is simple but difficult. No screens for 2 hours before bed. Use that time in dim light for reading, conversation, gentle movement. Darkness begins not when you turn off lights, but when you turn off screens. Reading before bed in dim, warm light can actually support sleep better than complete darkness for some people. It provides a transitional activity between day alertness and sleep, while minimally suppressing melatonin if the light is amber or red-toned. The key is light intensity and color temperature. A dim book light with warm bulbs is vastly different from overhead lighting or blue spectrum e-readers. Physical books work better than backlit screens. The act of reading relaxes many people's minds, redirecting anxious thoughts into narrative. For those who struggle with darkness immediately upon lying down, 30 minutes of reading in gentle light can ease the transition. Then darkness for sleep itself. Children need help building positive associations with darkness. Forcing complete darkness on a fearful child can increase anxiety and worsen sleep. Instead, gradual darkness progression works better. Start with dim nightlights, preferably red or amber. As the child becomes comfortable, make the light dimmer. Eventually, many children who once feared darkness come to prefer it because they sleep better. The process takes patience. Some children need longer than others. The goal isn't darkness for its own sake. It's helping the child feel safe enough in darkness to receive its benefits. Safety comes first. Darkness follows. Depression often disrupts circadian rhythms, creating a vicious cycle. Depression makes it harder to maintain regular sleep schedules and darkness exposure. This disrupts biological rhythms, which worsens depression. Breaking the cycle requires treating both, addressing depression through therapy or medication while also stabilizing light-dark exposure. Regular darkness at consistent times. Bright light in the morning, avoiding light at night. These aren't cures for depression, but they support the biological foundations that make recovery easier. Many people with depression notice that their symptoms worsen with irregular sleep and improve with consistent darkness. It's not a replacement for professional treatment, but a powerful support for it. Alcohol disrupts sleep architecture even though it makes you drowsy. It suppresses REM sleep and prevents deep sleep, keeping you in lighter sleep stages. When combined with light exposure, the disruption is even worse. Many people drink in the evening in bright environments, creating a double disruption of darkness-dependent sleep processes. If you drink alcohol, doing so in dimmer light earlier in the evening minimizes the impact, but the healthiest choice for sleep is avoiding evening alcohol altogether. Your sleep may feel fine subjectively, but objective measures show significant quality reduction. Darkness can't overcome alcohol's sleep disruption, but alcohol definitely overcomes darkness's sleep benefits. Caffeine has a half-life of about 5 to 6 hours, meaning that afternoon coffee still affects your sleep. When combined with evening light exposure, the effect is compounded. Both caffeine and light suppress adenosine, the sleep-promoting chemical that builds up during wakefulness. Together, they create powerful resistance to sleep. People who drink caffeine late and use bright lights in the evening often need sleeping pills to override their own biology. A simpler solution: no caffeine after 2 o'clock. Dimming lights after 8 o'clock. Let adenosine rise naturally. Let melatonin rise naturally. Let sleep come the way evolution designed. Exercise improves sleep, but timing matters. Morning exercise in bright light helps set your circadian rhythm earlier, making it easier to sleep at night. Evening exercise in bright light can delay your rhythm, making it harder to fall asleep. Late evening exercise in dim light is less disruptive. The physical benefits of exercise are consistent regardless of timing, but the circadian effects vary. If you exercise at night, consider doing so in relatively dim light, then transitioning to even dimmer light after. This allows you to maintain your exercise routine while minimizing circadian disruption. Movement supports sleep. Darkness supports sleep. Combining them wisely maximizes both benefits. Anxiety often worsens at night, partly because darkness removes visual distractions, leaving you alone with your thoughts. For anxious people, darkness can feel threatening rather than restful. This creates a genuine dilemma. Need darkness for sleep, but darkness triggers anxiety. The solution isn't avoiding darkness, but addressing anxiety while gradually acclimating to darkness. Relaxation techniques, therapy, sometimes medication, combined with very gradual darkness exposure. Many people find that as their overall anxiety improves, darkness becomes more tolerable, even comforting. The darkness itself isn't the problem. It's the anxious mind interpreting darkness as dangerous. Healing the mind changes the experience of darkness. Pregnancy changes sleep and darkness needs. Hormonal fluctuations, physical discomfort, and anxiety about the baby disrupt sleep. Melatonin production often becomes irregular. Despite this, maintaining darkness is vital. It supports the circadian development of the fetus, optimizes maternal hormone balance, and improves whatever sleep is possible. Pregnant people often need more sleep and paradoxically have more difficulty sleeping. Prioritizing darkness, dark bedroom, minimal light exposure at night, daytime naps in darkness when possible, helps maximize the quality of disrupted sleep. After birth, newborn care means fragmented sleep in the early months. Keeping nighttime interactions in dim red light helps preserve whatever circadian rhythm is still possible. Aging often brings earlier wake times and lighter sleep. Older adults produce less melatonin, have less robust circadian rhythms, and often take medications that affect sleep. Despite these changes, darkness remains vital. It may not produce the deep sleep of youth, but it still supports the deepest sleep possible at any age. Many older adults benefit from earlier bedtimes in complete darkness rather than trying to maintain youthful schedules. Working with your changing biology rather than fighting it improves quality of life. Darkness at any age supports the best sleep that age allows. Perfect sleep may not be possible. Better sleep always is. Urban noise often accompanies urban light, creating compounded sleep disruption. Traffic, sirens, neighbors. These sounds activate your nervous system just as light does. Sound blocking strategies work best combined with light blocking strategies. Earplugs or white noise machines used in complete darkness create a sensory sanctuary. Some people resist this level of environmental control, wanting to sleep naturally. But there's nothing natural about urban environments. You can't change city noise and light, but you can create an island of darkness and quiet in your bedroom. It's not excessive. It's necessary for any quality sleep in high-stimulus environments. Traveling across time zones disrupts circadian rhythms for days or weeks. Jet lag is essentially your body trying to maintain darkness and light responses appropriate for your origin location while experiencing the light-dark cycle of your destination. Adapting faster requires exposing yourself to darkness and light at times appropriate for the new location, not your old one. Upon arrival, seek bright light during local daytime. Create complete darkness during local nighttime. Even if you don't feel sleepy yet, resist the urge to stay in bright light late at night just because you're not tired. Darkness will gradually reset your rhythm. Fighting it prolongs suffering. Some people have delayed sleep phase disorder, a condition where their circadian rhythm is permanently shifted later than societal norms. For them, falling asleep before 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning feels impossible. Not through choice, but through biology. This isn't laziness or poor sleep hygiene. It's a neurological difference in circadian timing. While light therapy and gradual schedule shifts can help somewhat, many people with this condition function best when able to follow their natural rhythm, sleeping from 2 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning. For example, darkness remains vital, just at different hours than most people experience. Pets sleeping in your bedroom can disrupt your darkness if they're active at night. Cats particularly often wake at dawn or move around noisily. Their movements create subtle light changes if windows aren't fully blocked. Some people sleep better with pets for emotional comfort. Others sleep worse due to disruption. There's no right answer, only what works for you. If you keep pets in your bedroom, ensure complete blackout so their movements don't create changing light levels. And be honest about whether their presence helps or hurts your sleep. Loving your pet doesn't mean sacrificing your health. Cool rooms work synergistically with darkness. Many people find that 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit optimizes sleep. In darkness, your body radiates heat more efficiently, completing the temperature drop that began at sunset. Combined with a cool bedroom, darkness creates ideal thermal conditions for deep sleep. White noise or nature sounds can help some people sleep by masking disruptive sounds. But pink noise, which emphasizes lower frequencies, may be even better. Research shows that pink noise during sleep in darkness enhances deep sleep and improves memory consolidation. The consistent, low-frequency sound seems to help synchronize brainwaves into deeper patterns. This works best in complete darkness because sound and light interact in sleep regulation. Light keeps your brain more alert, making it harder for sounds to induce deeper states. In darkness, your brain is more receptive to sound-based sleep enhancement. The combination creates ideal conditions. Meditation and mindfulness practices before bed, done in dim light, transitioning to darkness, can significantly improve sleep quality. These practices calm your nervous system, reduce stress hormones, and ease the transition from wakefulness to sleep. The key is doing them in progressively dimmer light, signaling to your body that rest is approaching. 10 to 20 minutes of meditation in amber lighting, then moving to darkness for sleep, creates a powerful transition ritual. Your mind learns to associate the practice with sleep. Over time, the practice becomes a bridge between day consciousness and night restoration. Chronic pain often worsens at night, partly because darkness removes distractions and focuses attention inward. Pain can make sleep difficult, which reduces pain tolerance, creating another vicious cycle. Despite this, maintaining darkness is vital. Poor sleep from inadequate darkness intensifies pain sensitivity. People with chronic pain who sleep in complete darkness generally report lower pain levels than those sleeping in lighter environments. The darkness doesn't cure pain, but it optimizes the sleep that helps you cope with pain. Every system that processes and moderates pain works better after good sleep. Darkness supports that sleep. Seasonal affective disorder often responds to light therapy in the morning combined with darkness protection at night. The treatment isn't just adding morning light. It's also preserving evening darkness. Many people use bright light boxes in the morning but don't control evening light exposure, reducing treatment effectiveness. The full protocol includes bright morning light, normal daylight during the day, dimming lights in the evening, and complete darkness at night. The contrast matters. Your circadian system responds to the difference between light and dark phases. Without adequate darkness, even bright morning light has limited effect. Breathing patterns change in darkness as you relax. Respiration naturally slows and deepens. This isn't something you consciously do. It's a parasympathetic response to darkness. Many sleep breathing techniques essentially recreate what happens automatically in darkness with a relaxed mind. If breathing exercises help you sleep, you're manually triggering what darkness should trigger naturally. This suggests your darkness exposure might be inadequate. True darkness, in a calm environment, produces automatic respiratory changes towards sleep. If you need to consciously control breathing to sleep, examine whether you're getting enough darkness early enough in your pre-sleep routine. Financial stress and work anxiety often interfere with sleep by keeping your mind active when it should be resting. Darkness alone can't solve these problems, but it creates the best possible conditions for whatever sleep is achievable despite stress. Many people compound their stress by staying in bright light while worrying, further disrupting sleep. Transitioning to dim light, then darkness, while practicing stress management techniques, journaling worries before bed, making tomorrow's plan, practicing acceptance of what can't be controlled. This combination works better than either alone. Darkness supports the nervous system calming that stress management requires. Medications for sleep often work by overriding your natural systems, not by supporting them. They might produce unconsciousness, but not natural sleep architecture. You lose sleep quality while gaining quantity. This isn't to say sleep medications are never appropriate. Sometimes they're necessary, but they work best as temporary solutions while you address underlying causes, including inadequate darkness. Many people taking sleep medication also sleep in light, use screens before bed, and have irregular schedules. Medication can't compensate for environmental disruption. Optimizing darkness while using medication improves outcomes. Eventually, many people can reduce or eliminate medication if darkness and other sleep hygiene factors are optimized. Napping during the day in darkness produces more restorative rest than napping in light. Even a 20-minute nap in a dark room provides better recovery than an hour napping on a bright couch. If you need to nap, creating darkness signals to your body that this is genuine rest, not just resting your eyes. Darkness allows deeper relaxation in shorter time. Some cultures traditionally practiced afternoon rest in darkened rooms. This wasn't laziness. It was biological wisdom. Short darkness exposure during the day doesn't disrupt nighttime sleep if the nap is brief and early afternoon. It supplements nighttime darkness rather than replacing it. Your expectation about darkness affects your experience of it. If you believe darkness is scary or uncomfortable, your nervous system responds accordingly. If you view darkness as healing and restorative, you relax into it more easily. This isn't just positive thinking, it's how the nervous system works. Your beliefs about safety directly affect physiological stress responses, gradually building positive associations with darkness. Through successful experiences of good sleep, through understanding its benefits, through creating safe dark environments, changes your automatic response. Darkness itself is neutral. Your interpretation of it determines whether it's threatening or restful. Changing the interpretation changes the experience. 75 facts into this exploration. You might notice your thoughts getting quieter, your body feeling heavier. This isn't random tiredness. It's your body responding to the topic itself, to the permission to rest embedded in these words, to the gradual slowing of pace and complexity. You don't have to remember any of this. You don't have to do anything with this information. The facts about darkness are settling into your awareness like dust settling in still air. By morning, you might not recall specific facts, but your body will remember something vital. Darkness is safe. Darkness is home. Darkness is where you heal. You might be feeling tired now. That's perfectly fine. Breathe slowly. Feel the cycles. Day becomes night. Light becomes dark. Activity becomes rest. Waking becomes sleeping. All are natural rhythms. Endless cycles. Like your breath. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. A small cycle within the vast universe. You are part of that eternal movement. You don't need to hold on to anything. Let everything unfold in its perfect order, like darkness naturally following light, unhurried, unresisting, simply existing. Your body knows these rhythms. Trust it to find its way to rest. We're almost there now. Darkness is the original state. Before stars formed, before the universe cooled enough for light to travel freely, there was darkness. Light is the interruption. Darkness is what remains when energy stops. Your need for darkness isn't a weakness in your design. It's alignment with the fundamental nature of the universe. Every night, when you close your eyes in darkness, you return to that original state. Peaceful, silent, without demand. Light requires constant energy to maintain. Darkness simply is. Children ask why we need sleep. We say for rest, for growth, for healing. But perhaps the deeper answer is simpler. We need darkness because that's where we remember we're not just doing, we're also being. All day you perform, produce, interact, achieve. In darkness, you can stop. You don't have to be anything for anyone. You can dissolve back into the basic fact of existence. Breathing, present, alive. Some spiritual traditions practice darkness retreats, spending days or weeks in complete darkness for insight and healing. Without visual input, the mind turns inward. Time becomes fluid. Sense of self softens. This isn't mysticism. It's neuroscience. Darkness removes the constant stream of visual information your brain processes, freeing cognitive resources. What emerges in that space varies by person, but most report clarity, peace, and reconnection with something they'd lost in the bright, busy world. Your eyes are not the only part of you that knows darkness. Your cells know it. Bacteria in your gut know it. Mitochondria generating energy in every cell know it. These systems evolved over billions of years with light-dark cycles. They don't need your conscious mind's permission to respond to darkness. They simply do, automatically. The way flowers close at night. You are more ancient than you think, and darkness is your oldest friend. Modern culture treats sleep and darkness as inconveniences, obstacles to productivity. We celebrate those who need less sleep. We admire those who work through the night. But this is new. For millennia, darkness was respected, even sacred. The night was for rest, for dreams, for communion with what we couldn't see in daylight. We haven't evolved past our need for darkness. We've just forgotten how to honor it. When you finally let yourself rest in complete darkness, something subtle shifts. The constant low-grade tension you carry dissolves. Not because you solved any problems, not because life got easier, but because in darkness, you remember that before all the doing, there is simply being, and being doesn't require light. It requires nothing at all, just breath. Just existence. Just the quiet dark holding you gently. Scientists study darkness by measuring its effects. Melatonin levels, brain waves, heart rate. But some experiences of darkness can't be measured. The feeling of safety when you pull a blanket over your head. The peace of closing your eyes after a hard day. The sense of surrender when sleep finally comes. These aren't scientific concepts, they're human experiences, and they matter more than any research finding. Your dreams come from darkness, not just the physical darkness of closed eyes, but some deeper darkness where your unconscious mind arranges images and stories. You visit this darkness every night. Sometimes you remember the dreams it produces. Usually you don't. But the work happens whether you remember or not. Processing, integrating, healing. The darkness is working even when you're unaware, especially then. Some people say they don't dream, but everyone dreams multiple times per night in darkness. They just don't remember. Maybe that's okay. Not everything needs to be remembered. Some healing happens in the forgetting, in the dark spaces between memories. Your sleeping mind knows what to keep and what to release. Darkness gives it permission to choose without your interference. The darkest hour, people say, is just before the dawn. There's truth in this. In that final deep darkness before light returns, your body completes its restoration. Body temperature is lowest. Melatonin is peaking. If you wake in this hour, everything feels heavy, slow, dreamlike. That's not dysfunction. That's your body finishing its work. The darkness almost done with you, almost ready to release you back to light. Morning people wake easily with dawn. Evening people struggle. But both types need the darkness between. The transition from sleep to wake works better when you've had genuine darkness. Not light sleep in a bright room. Not troubled rest with screens nearby. But true, complete, embracing darkness. Then, when light comes naturally or through your alarm, your body can make the transition smoothly. Darkness earns you gentle mornings. Hospitals are terrible for sleep. Bright lights, noise, interruptions. Yet people in hospitals need healing sleep more than anyone. Some progressive hospitals now create darkness protocols. Dimming lights at night, blackout curtains, quiet hours. Patient recovery improves measurably. This isn't expensive technology. It's free biology. Darkness costs nothing and heals everything it touches, given the chance. Parents of newborns live in a strange world of broken darkness, waking every few hours. This feels exhausting because it is. Your body never fully enters deep darkness when it knows interruption is coming. This phase passes. Babies eventually sleep longer. Darkness eventually returns. Until then, protecting what darkness you can get, even 90-minute chunks, helps survival. Someday, you'll sleep in unbroken darkness again. Your body will remember how. Old age often brings acceptance of things you fought when younger. Many elderly people report making peace with darkness, no longer fearing it. Maybe this comes from proximity to life's end, when darkness waits more visibly. Or maybe it's wisdom, understanding finally that darkness was never the enemy. It was always the place where you could rest from being someone, doing something, proving anything. Just darkness. Just peace. The question at the start was, why is darkness key to deep sleep? The biological answer is clear now. Darkness triggers every system that supports sleep. But the deeper answer is simpler. Darkness is key because you are made of matter that needs rest. Light is energy, activity, engagement. Darkness is cessation, restoration, return. You can no more eliminate your need for darkness than you can eliminate your need for breath. Some resist darkness because it feels like giving up, like surrendering to something they can't control. But surrender isn't defeat. Sometimes, surrender is intelligence. Your body knows what it needs. Fighting darkness means fighting yourself. Accepting darkness means coming home to your own biology. The control you seek by staying in light is illusion. Real power comes from working with your nature, not against it. Darkness asks nothing of you. It doesn't demand performance, achievement, or perfection. It receives you exactly as you are, tired, flawed, human, in a world that constantly asks you to be more, do more, prove more. Darkness simply says, rest. You are enough. You have done enough. Now let go. Modern life is bright because we're afraid. Afraid of vulnerability, of stillness, of facing what emerges in quiet darkness. We fill every moment with light and noise. But healing happens in the spaces between, in the darkness where you can't distract yourself, where you must finally feel what you've been running from. Darkness is honest. It shows you yourself. That's frightening and necessary. Children who learn to feel safe in darkness often become adults who sleep well. Those who associate darkness with fear or punishment carry that into adulthood as insomnia. What we learn about darkness in childhood shapes our entire relationship with rest. This means if you struggle now, you can heal, creating new associations with darkness, slowly, patiently, with compassion for your fear, relearning safety, rediscovering peace. Your breath naturally deepens in darkness. Even now, if you notice, your breathing has probably slowed. This is darkness working on you through these words, through the topic itself, through the permission to rest embedded in every sentence about rest. You don't have to force anything, just notice. Darkness is already here, in the spaces between thoughts, waiting for you. Every wisdom tradition includes practices for embracing darkness: meditation, prayer, silent retreats. These aren't about darkness itself. They're about what darkness reveals. The quiet beneath the noise, the stillness beneath the movement, the peace that exists before thoughts create disturbance. Darkness is the canvas on which everything else appears. It's not empty. It's full of potential. Scientists will continue researching darkness and sleep, finding new mechanisms, new pathways, new interventions. But the fundamental truth won't change. Humans need darkness. We always have. We always will. All the research confirms what your body already knows. Listen to your biology. It's been waiting millions of years for you to hear. Darkness is a gift you can give yourself every single night. It costs nothing, requires no prescription, no special equipment, no expertise. Just willingness. Just simple actions. Closing blinds, dimming lights, removing screens, creating quiet. You already know how. You've just perhaps forgotten that it matters. It does. It matters more than almost anything. When you finally surrender to darkness tonight, or tomorrow night, or whenever you next allow yourself real rest, notice how your body responds. The grateful sigh your muscles make, the way your mind finally stops spinning, the gentle descent into something deeper than thought. That's not weakness. That's your body remembering what it was made for. Darkness, rest, healing, home. This is the final fact. Darkness is not the absence of light. It's the presence of exactly what you need. Sleep comes from darkness because you come from darkness. Every night, you return to the state before birth, before consciousness, before the weight of being someone in the world. And every morning, you emerge renewed. Darkness holds you through that journey, trusts you to return, waits patiently for you to remember that rest is not earned. It's your birthright, and darkness is where you claim it. And so, our quiet journey through darkness comes to a gentle close. We've traveled from the light-detecting cells in your eyes, sending ancient signals through your brain, to the cascade of healing chemistry, released only when darkness falls. Discovering along the way that darkness is not absence, but presence. The presence of rest, of restoration, of return. From the fear of childhood darkness to the wisdom of embracing it. From the bright disruption of modern life to the simple gift of closed curtains and dimmed lights. We've glimpsed how darkness is both the most natural thing and the most neglected. Darkness reminds us that rest is not weakness. Much of the body's most vital work happens in silence, in the hours we can't see, in the deep repair that consciousness never witnesses. Darkness teaches patience, surrender, trust. Without darkness, we cannot fully heal. Without darkness, we forget we're not machines, but living beings who need cycles of light and dark, of action and rest, of doing and simply being. By pausing to notice, we glimpse the extraordinary gift of ordinary night. And now, in these final minutes, take the deepest breath you can. Think about consciousness itself, yours, mine, everyone listening. All awareness, everywhere, perhaps all connected in ways we don't yet understand. You are not alone in the universe of minds. Think about how darkness connects all sleeping beings, humans, animals, all living things, resting simultaneously in the night that wraps the turning earth. You are part of that vast, quiet tide. Let your entire being dissolve into the ocean of consciousness, into dreamless rest, into the space before thought. Prepare for deep sleep. No boundaries left, only peace. If this thoughtful exploration of the mind made you feel less alone, whisper it forward to someone awake tonight. It may bring comfort to one more wandering consciousness, one more person struggling to find peace in darkness, one quiet share, one peaceful night at a time. But there's no need to do anything now. Nothing at all. You've traveled far tonight, farther than most journeys take you. You can allow these thoughts of darkness to fade now, like stars fading in morning light, leaving only the peaceful calm behind. Let your breathing deepen and your body feel heavier, as if darkness itself has gentle weight pressing softly, holding you safely against the bed. If sleep comes, let it carry you like a tide pulling back from shore, smoothly, inevitably, into a realm where time and weight no longer matter. If your eyes are still open, the next video is waiting for you, ready to continue the journey. But if they're closed, stay there. Stay in the darkness that feels safe and warm. Tomorrow, the science of darkness will still be true. Your body's need for it will still be there. But tonight belongs to stillness. Tonight belongs to rest. Tonight belongs to the healing darkness that asks nothing and gives everything. Rest well, sleepy scientist. And remember, you are not fighting darkness. You are finally, blessedly, coming home to it. Good night.